The first thing we hope is that as audiences come in, they're ready to use your imaginations. We are welcoming them into a global village, but this village isn't a real place. This is a somewhere that is inspired by different locations and cultures from all around the world. Dakari is guided into the dream realm by this beautiful light spirit. And while he is in the dream world, he visits different places and he meets different animals. And those encounters are sort of the important bits that will combine later to help him find the essence of leadership that he needs to fulfill his destiny.
We have a brand new giant LED wall that is upstage in the theater.
It's really cool because it provides like this dynamic setting that changes and moves with the numbers, while also it is so big and invites the audience into the number itself.
For Rhythm of Nature, we used a software called Unreal Engine, and what the software allows us to do is to create a more immersive world where everything that you create is already lit and unified with the same color and lighting. And what's better about that as well is that it allows us to actually find the best angles that we want to use for the show. It gives you a lot of satisfaction when you see something go from an idea in somebody's head all the way out to this wonderful screen that we have here in this theater.
It's an incredible visual effect that we added, and I think the audience is really gonna like it.
The sound of the show is a little Alice in Wonderland, where it's pop compositions, pop songs that everybody knows, but they're just a little bit different. So there's some orchestral elements to them or something that you're not used to hearing, so that when Dakari is in his dream state, it doesn't feel like exactly what you've heard on the radio. It feels like something a little bit different. So Dakari, which is the first song, which is named after the main character of the show, that's an original piece. I think Dakari will put them in one place. At that point, Dakari is about to be crowned the head of the village, so he's in a village scene. So it's a little more organic than the rest of the pieces. Once Dakari gets transformed into his dream state, the pieces become more pop and a little more electronic. And then we kind of end up back where we started at the end.
I think the music helps you build character for sure. You know, it's one thing to market and to go through the choreography, but when you get the full-blown scores, it helps you really feel the character.
Going from seeing sketches of our costumes to being able to actually put them on is one of my favorite parts of building a show.
I felt like everything was coming together and I can really see the whole picture. It just adds another dimension of, you know, this is how we can really show these characters and bring them to life.
The show is interesting because all of the animal groups were always identified, but this is a dreamscape. The animal costumes are hybrids between a person and the animal they're representing. And a lot of them are quite edgy. They're a reflection of the music that you'll hear in the show. It has been an incredible couple of days finally seeing all of my designs come to life, working with the amazing cast, and even better for me, the incredible people who run the shop, and Lauren Bracewell and Mitchie Porter, the people who put the costumes together, and the staff here to do the finishing work. Because you design something and you imagine it, but it's not real until you see it. And I'm really looking forward to the opening of the show because as things are coming together, it's better than even I imagined.
Everyone feels beautiful and confident in all of our costumes. They are amazingly put together, and we're so excited to show them off.
It is a fact that I have never choreographed on ice. It's a wild thing and it's happening, but it truly is one of the best experiences of my life. I remember coming in to meet the cast and thinking, none of us know what we're getting ourselves into, but we're all just gonna do this together. There is a continuity that the ice gives movement that you don't have when you're not skating. And it's truly something that I have learned to embrace and love over this time. That translation and understand it has probably been one of my most favorite things about choreographing on ice.
Our company is Advanced Entertainment Group. This actually will be our 30th year at Busch Gardens. The cast is super excited about doing a new show. It's always fun to give the audience and the guests at Busch Gardens something new to see and also bring back the skaters that they fell in love with. I think my favorite part is rehearsals. You have all these skaters coming together, you meet as strangers, and you end up being a family. And doing this together, collaborating, working together, you have a special bond that doesn't happen very often.
Myself and the cast had the opportunity to go on a safari here at Busch Gardens.
See the animals up close, feeding the giraffes. That was a dream come true for me.
It was really amazing to be able to do this like as a whole cast together. It was a really fun bonding moment for us, and with this show we are portraying animals. Though ours are more dreamlike, it was nice to be able to see how they move and interact, learning little cues from how they move their head and how they listen to things. Being able to see that as part of this process and being able to integrate that into the creative side of things was unmatched in terms of value.
So if I had to describe Rhythm of Nature in one word, I'd probably say unique.
Community.
A journey.
Probably adventurous.
It sounds very cliche, but like magical,
Spiritual.
I would have to say inspiring.
Spectacular.
transformative.
Wild. In a good way though. Like,
I think the unique thing about this show is it feels like it's tying back into the roots of what Busch Gardens is. It's more on par with the park. The audience gets to see the animals out in the park and then see them perform on the stage in a theatrical way.
You are going to be looking in on a new world.
we've all put so much of ourselves and our artistry and our talent into creating this wonderful show for people to come see.
It's been really an honor to work with people who care so much about this show.
Okay, to come out here on the stage, here in the Moroccan Palace, which has had so many iconic shows, and now we get to share a brand new story with everybody. It's just such a nice feeling to come home and share that with all of our guests and show them, hey, we've got a whole other story to tell, a whole new adventure to go on. Come with us and we'll have fun.
I hope our audiences leave with a sense of wonder and inspiration, like they've been on an adventure and a journey to a place where imagination knows no bounds.